Hello everyone, it's my honor to speak here. The title is Digital Representation of Dulong Community's Culture in Gongshan County, China. Let's see the abstract. Before 1999, the Dulong community, China's most secluded ethnic minority, remained inaccessible and underdeveloped. The Dulong River region, the sole minority area unreachable by road, endured prolonged isolation. Nevertheless, unique cultural heritages, the Dulong community faces the cultural extinction and sanitization threats. Psychologist Mary Abian asserts that 93% of the communication impact is nonverbal. So emoji as nonverbal cues that belong to the verbal communication system gained immense popularity on a global scale. This study explored the imperative need of the Dulong community on its culturally specific emoji set through semi-structured interviews. The first of its kind, the emoji set features culturally specific elements like the Dulong blanket and the Solacho ritual. In Navarino's perception, emoji is pictorial nature, facilitates effortless cultural knowledge acquisition, and its property of shuttling through cyberspace contributes to a better cultural sustainability and dissemination in this digital world. Firstly, as we can see the introduction, uh, cultural extinction and the Dulong community. So, what is cultural extinction? According to the Philip in 2019, cultural extinction is the fragmentation of one's highly esteemed cultural characteristics. And then, what is the good? And then let's see. According to the interview data, we can see that the data reveal that many um, cultural aspects of the Dulong community are facing disappearance and disintegration. And then on the national policy, on a global scale, we can see that the cultural preservation often lacks prioritization coming after development projects, and underdeveloped countries with rich cultural resources struggle to meet preservation standards. So that's why this is a global issue. And then as we can see the nonverbal communication and emojis. The role of nonverbal communication is of great importance. Once Piaget asserts that 6% of knowledge is learned visually, highlighting the importance of visual communication. So, emoji as a fusion of social medium and nonverbal communication enhance the human communication. And then there's a proof. It goes like a picture is worth a thousand words. And then this study focused on the Dulong culture, mainly just visualizing culturally specific elements. The elements such as eating habits, the dietary things and symbols or the human activities can just help improve the in group communication, improve the convenience within the Dulong group. And then we can we can see the next part is the object. Why did study choose the Dulong community? Firstly, because of its specific geography and location. As we can see, the Dulong River Township is located at the border of China and Myanmar, and then it has such a special terrain. The east bank of the Dulong River is Goligong Mountains, which is 4,000 high mountain, and on the west bank of the Dulong River is the Danolika Mountain. So there is the terrain is like the Dulong River, sandwiched by two mountains. So the Dulong people just isolated from the outside world for a long time in the history. Yeah. And then as we can see the population, the people in the Dulong community is such sparse. As we can see, there's only 6,460 people in the Dulong community. Yeah, so it's such small few vehicle. People means cultural vehicle. Yeah. So after and then as I previously mentioned, the people is just hard to contact with the outside world. So the Chinese Republic government just plan to construct the Dulong River Highway and the tunnel to help the Dulong people contact with the outside world. And then after the construction down, the people finally can just open the door to the outside world, can finally improve their life level. Yeah. And then as we can see the literature review, the impact of the transportation change I previously mentioned, it brings the great asymmetry. The transportation improvement opened the Dulong River region to external cultural influences. And then influx of the cultural ideas from the outside world disrupted the traditional Dulong production life and Asian traditions. For example, as we can see the traditional agriculture in the Dulong community, which is the Sweden agriculture. The Sweden agriculture is was used by the Dulong community for a long time in the history course, but it is seen as economically unsustainable and environmentally destructive. So the Sweden agriculture is forbidden by the government. The people cannot use anymore. So so here comes to the SLCP program, which means forbid people to do the Sweden agriculture. It leads to a variety of crops, a variety of things people used to eat cannot eat anymore now. So it changed the connection between people and environment, and it also changed the dietary culture of the Dulong community. Yeah, and during the interview data, the elders expressed the concern over the younger generation's lack of knowledge about traditional foods and agriculture. The knowledge may be lost with passing of older generations. And then, as I earlier mentioned, the small population size also challenges the cultural transmission. And then let's see the data collection. This study used the insight semi-structured interviews with both closed and open-ended questions. And this study engaged 14 Dulong Aboriginals in order to in order to have the most beneficial findings. The interviews just prioritize to recruit those prestigious Aboriginals and those government officials who tend to own or possess the much richer knowledge than the average Aboriginals. Yes, and then as we can see, this is the demographic information of all the 14 participants. It involves name, age, education, and job. And then as we can see the finding. So the findings of the research question: why is the creation of the new emoji for the Dulong community culture important? So why the new emoji is important? This research question is consists of two dimensions. Like, so it comes like the one, why preserving Dulong culture is important. Secondly, why using emojis this vehicle is important. So as we can see, because of one, cultural erosion, because the Dulong cultures are fading away. As we can see, according to the findings, the interview findings, we can see the gradual disappearance of cultural elements such as traditional customs, language, and dietary practices, and also the transformation and the distortion of the Kachua festival, which is the most significant and huge festival within the Dulong community annually. But currently, it just loses the traditional stamps and incorporating with modern elements like rugs or something. Yeah. So then, as we can see, why preserving Dulong culture is important. On the other hand, because there are a variety of reasons made the Dulong culture fading away. The one is sanitization. Sanitization, it means the outside mindset and the outside behaviors deeply influenced the people, the Dulong people, made them change their own behavior and mindset. And then in the limited economic returns, the people who learn or who learn or or pass down the Dulong culture cannot support their family. They learn their own culture but cannot have enough returns, economic returns to support their family. So that's why people tend to no more learn their own culture anymore. And then is the political interventions, as I previously mentioned, the SLCP policy, which made the agriculture, transformed from the Sweden agriculture to the modern normal agriculture, and made the Dulong community lost their own dietary culture. And then let's see the attitude toward their own culture. The people, why preserving, let's say the first dimension, why preserving Dulong culture is important? Because people tend to express the strong sense of cultural value and nostalgia. They tend to say that, oh, when I was a kid, oh, I used to play this kind of thing, but now I cannot see it anymore. I used to, there's a official during the interview period. He told me, when he was a kid, he used to always eat the finger millet, which is a crop, made by the Sweden agriculture, but it cannot be seen anymore because the Sweden agriculture is forbidden by the government. So they are quite nostalgic. And then the let's see the attitude toward the culturally specific emojis. The people, according to the findings, according to the findings, the overwhelmingly support from the Dulong community. Yeah, we can see the overwhelming support of the Dulong cultural specific emojis. And then people tend to predict the future benefits brought by the emojis, including the cultural preservation in digital ways, or enhance the convenience of local online communication. And then like the emojis have the function like the advertising can just help the people from outside world know their culture, and it can also serve as a better global stage to help them express their culture globally, and then maybe attract more tourism here to boost local economy. That's why the people just predict so many benefits. So yeah, they expected the cultural specific emoji. Yeah, and then let's see. This is a significance and attitude toward the culturally specific emojis. Then, as we can see, the findings this study gained is consistent with digital in 2022. Emojis can foster favorable impressions and support tourism marketing. Yes, because emojis, uh, which emoji can shuttling uh, through the cyberspace, and people around the world can know what is Dulong community, how magnificent their cultures are, so they can come here and visit it, and maybe can bring the uh, make local economic growth. Yeah. So as we can see here with the emojis initially designed for the Dulong community. Let's see, the first one is designed for the men's and women's costumes. Yes, as we can see, the Dulong blanket always with colorful strips. Yeah, and as we can see the second one, the second one uh, is designed for the Dulong celestial ritual. The celestial ritual is combined with divination. What is divination? The Dulong people used to use the balls for divination props. Uh, when the people have finished reciting their prayers, they tend to throw the ball to the sky, and the Dulong people believe that if the mouth of the ball is fastened to the ground, then it means bad luck. If the mouth of the ball is facing the sky, then it means they will have a good life, they will keep safe this year. And then let's see the conclusion. In the conclusion, this study had tentatively designed two Dulong cultural specifically Dulong cultural specific emojis, and then they study this is the first trio in the design industry, just design emojis for the Dulong community. And then they study just also identify the attitudes of the Dulong originals. It is also can be said that this study identified if the culturally specific emoji is feasible within the Dulong community to do the digital sustainability and dissemination. So finally, the findings told us that for the Dulong community, the culturally specific emoji is feasible and viable, to do the better cultural dissemination and sustainability. And for the future work, this study recommend that the uh, the more culturally specific emoji should be created and designed for the Dulong community, and more um, precious cultural elements and more ethnicities and nationalities, just as highlighted at Kimura, Lander, and Kummer in 2014. They also suggested that the more nationalities and ethnicities should find their own cultural representations online. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for your listening.